So as I get ready to do my project for the day, I figured it would probably be good to go over some of the basics that I learned a long time ago that's helped me out in order to get a lot of these things done. Today we're going to talk about doing really long, accurate cuts, cutting indoors, some of the tips and tricks. But the most important thing is making long cuts with a circular saw, because it can be tricky, it can be dangerous. So today we're going to talk about that. My name is Brent. This is Live Free and Tool Line. Let's get into it. So the first thing you need is one of these collapsible work surface. These things are awesome. Now they're big, they can store up there, they can hold like 1,500 pounds, something like that. I got this off of tool.com. It works out super well. The next thing you need is a foam board. Now this is considered a sacrificial surface. This thing will work just perfect for these long cuts, keeping a stable cutting surface without pinching the blade as wood starts to fall. And you need the actual wood that you're going to be cutting. In this case, it is a door. In order to cut the door, you could measure, but measuring is typically not something you want to do when you have something you're cutting from. So you could measure this, but you're never going to get it right. What you want to do is take this piece of wood or the old door, lay it on top of the new door that you want to cut. You want to take your pencil and you just want to scribe all the way around so you have the exact cut. Now make sure you line up the right where the handle is, where the hinges are, make sure you have the right swing, all that stuff. There are other videos on YouTube that can show you how to specifically do that, but I am not doing that here. This is just for making long, safe, good, accurate cuts. You'll want to get your saw. In this case, I'm using a track saw. So we're going to lay that where we want to cut, and then you want to measure the depth of your blade. So in this case, I'm not there just yet. So we're going to drop the blade. Okay, and you only want to go just far enough below the material. As you can see that, I'm just below it, and that's how you make really good cuts. Now, another thing, as we're sitting here looking at this is a 40-tooth finish blade. On doors, that's what I use because I want a nice, clean, smooth cut. I'm going to take the track saw and I'm actually going to lay it right on the line. So the line's going to line up with the edge, and that is what a track saw is for. It stabilizes the cut and makes sure that everything aligns up just right. So that makes your sawing that much more accurate, that much better. So everything's in place. Now the track's going to do all the work. Make sure you have eye protection. Make sure you cover all your safety bases. Here we go. Okay, so notice there was no binding. This just falls right off. Now, a lot of times what will happen if you don't use a surface like this, it's gonna drag and fall, it's gonna bind up the blade, but I just left it there. This is what you wanna see because you wanna have that controllability, and if we wipe this off, you can see it is perfectly flush. So you can set it right on the line. That's exactly what you want right there. Okay, so that is it, how to make long, super accurate, easy cuts, especially if you're a new homeowner or you're new to doing projects. A track saw, being able to use the sacrificial surface that is plain, which means it's flat, is something that you really need to do, and each project you do is going to be that much easier and that much accurate in order to get this stuff done. Now, if you do want the track saw, or if you just want a track for a saw, that's what I have here. This is a Miles Craft track for a track saw. You can get as many lengths as you want. This right now is 7 feet of length right here. Obviously, as you can see, I can cut a full-size door. Super easy. This is a Ryobi circular saw right here too. So you can do all of this relatively cheaply if you really want to, so you can get the things done that you need to get done. Now, if you want tips and tricks, and if you want to join a community that does this type of stuff every single day and that can give you a lot of really good help, you can join this group right here. This is the Ryobi Rebels group on Facebook. Go ahead and head over to Facebook, join the Ryobi Rebels group, and you're going to see a lot of do-it-yourself, a lot of non-judgmental community, because we're all in it together. And until next time, my name is Brent. This is Live Free and Tool On. Get out there, go build something, make mistakes, learn from your mistakes, pass it on to the next generation, and we'll all be better for it. And I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye.